So today I'd like to talk about amphibian decline around the world and how that and climate change work in conjunction. Why is it important to know how climate change is affecting the amphibian population? And more intriguingly, note why all of a sudden there are cases being discovered all around the world of amphibians showing up dead and population decreases, and how global climate change is a fueling agent for these amphibian decline. Current research shows decline in amphibian population due to chytrid fungal infection. And so I'd like to go over some main points. The chytrid fungus is causing widespread population declines across the globe, and we're going to go into explaining why. Global warming is also a fueling agent for widespread outbreaks and overall amphibian decline. So here I have a present visual aid to show you some of the effects that this chytrid fungus has on the amphibian. Here we have, you look right here, some of the darker areas I've highlighted. This is where the chytrid fungus has infected the specimen and eventually led to the specimen's death. So, as I did more research, I found out that the chytrid fungus there's only specific temperatures in which it can survive and infect the host. And because of the global warming, those temperatures have been maintained and reached for longer periods of time, giving the chytrid fungus a greater opportunity to spread from population to population, and has been one of the major leading causes to amphibian extinction worldwide. Some of the areas that amphibian extinction has hit the hardest are the tropical regions, like Brazil. The chytrid fungus was actually discovered in the early 1950s in the eastern portion of Australia, and from there it spread worldwide. Scientists are still trying to figure out why, how it spread so quickly. Why is it spreading? Even in regions that they didn't previously think it would spread to. So, another reason I want to go over is that the amphibians are very small animals, and why is it important? Why do you think it's important that we should care about amphibian populations worldwide?
Because every animal affects every other animal in any ecosystem. So if they go, that will affect us in ways that we don't know yet.
Exactly. Another reason, why should we, beyond that, why should we even care? Why should we start caring more about global warming and the effects that it does have on the amphibian population?
Because not only are the amphibians at risk, but also we are, and our children's and their children's children. We have to.
Exactly. And so just to recap some of the main points that we went over is with the knowledge, researchers and scientists continue to conduct experiments and acquire more and more detailed information that support the theory that global warming is a leading factor in the decline of amphibian population, and that the chytrid fungal outbreaks are ever more increasing, causing greater destruction amongst the amphibian population. In closing, I like to make an invitation out to the audience. That we have an obligation as inhabitants of this world to do our part in maintaining our environment, avoiding any consequences that could come from neglect. Global warming is a real occurrence, and we can help keep our environment a little cleaner, and if everyone does their part, the amphibians will be in a happier, healthier state. we must continue to try and help the amphibian population out and trying to come up with solutions on how to decrease chytrid fungus outbreaks to avoid massive losses of amphibian species. By doing our part, by checking with local preservation groups and donating a little bit of time and money to research, we can help the avoidance of amphibian loss worldwide. And again, in closing, I know that amphibians are very important to the ecosystem, and we need to maintain their population to help reduce the strife that's occurring in the global ecosystem. And I'd like to close with any questions or comments that you have, that anybody has here. All right. Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming.